Teams are deploying AI faster than they can control it. Sensitive data ends up in prompts, model costs spike without warning, AI agents start acting on behalf of users without clear identity boundaries. Gravity 4.11 introduces new controls to help platform teams secure and govern AI systems in production. Hey everyone, K. James from Gravity here. In this video, I'll walk through a few of the most important capabilities. We'll start with the AI Gateway because this is where a lot of the heavy lifting happens in 4.11. First up, AI-powered PII Filtering. If your organization is using LLMs or MCP tools, one of your biggest risks is sensitive data reaching the model. Customer names, account numbers, health information. If that data leaves your environment and enters an external model, it can trigger a compliance incident. Under regulations like GDPR, exposing personal data to unauthorized systems can create legal exposure and significant fines. Gravity 4.11 introduces a new PII filtering policy in the AI Gateway that sits directly in the gateway and automatically detects and redacts personal identifiable information in both directions, prompts going out to a model and responses coming back. Your team defines detection models, sets sensitivity thresholds, and chooses how violations are handled. You can redact the data or block the request entirely. This puts a compliance safeguard directly in the AI traffic path, where it can actually prevent incidents instead of detecting them after the fact. Another challenge teams quickly discover is cost. LLM calls are expensive. If you look at the traffic hitting your models in production, a significant portion of prompts are semantically similar, worded differently, but asking essentially the same thing. Gravity addresses this with Semantic Cache. The gateway compares incoming prompts with previous ones using semantic similarity. Here's how it works. A prompt comes in, the gateway converts it to a vector embedding, compares it against cached embeddings stored in a vector database, and if a close match is found, it returns the cached response. No model call needed, no extra tokens. The result is lower cost and faster responses. For teams scaling AI workloads, this layer pays for itself quickly. Next, let's talk about identity, specifically how you handle identity when AI agents are acting on behalf of your users. Without the right delegation model, teams either share user credentials or lose visibility into who triggered an action. Gravity 4.11 introduces support for RFC 8693 token exchange in Gravity Access Management. The flow is like this. A user delegates a task to an agent. The agent exchanges the user's token for a new delegated token, one that includes actor claims identifying the agent, is scoped to that specific task, and has a short expiry. If the user revokes access, all delegated tokens tied to that session are invalidated automatically. This gives you a fully traceable delegation chain without impersonation. It's the right model for agentic OAuth architectures. We've also updated the MCP Resource Server with full OAuth configuration support, management of client secrets and certificates, and CRUD permissions for MCP resources. The management interface has been redesigned as well, and this makes it straightforward to integrate MCP-based AI tools into your existing enterprise security framework using standard OAuth flows. Beyond AI workloads, Gravity 4.11 introduces several improvements for API and event governance. First, API products. Most API catalogs eventually become a long list of endpoints. Developers struggle to understand which APIs belong together. API products solve this by grouping multiple APIs into a single offering with one subscription and one access plan. Developers subscribe once and get access to every API in the bundle. The gateway resolves subscriptions at the product level and then enforces policies at the individual API level, so security boundaries stay clean. This changes how you think about packaging your APIs. Instead of a flat catalog of endpoints, you can present coherent business offerings. We've also improved MTLS certificate rotation. Historically, rotating certificates on a live API meant risk, downtime, dropped connections, coordination headaches. Gravity now allows applications to maintain two certificates simultaneously during a migration window. Teams rotate certificates through the UI or Kubernetes operators without disrupting traffic. Analytics is now observability, with dashboards designed for modern workloads, including LLM and MCP APIs. Platform teams can track token consumption, model usage, request volumes, and cost patterns across their AI traffic. This helps catch usage spikes early and understand where your model spend is going. We've also expanded governance for event-driven systems with a Kafka rules policy that enforces controls on operations like topic creation, message production, and data access. 4.11 also strengthens Kafka security with MTLS authentication for certificate-based client identity and IP filtering that blocks untrusted connections before they reach the cluster, giving platform teams tighter control over who can access Kafka clusters. AI systems introduce new security, identity, and cost challenges. Gravitee 4.11 adds the controls platform teams need to manage those systems in production. If you want to explore these capabilities in more detail, check out the documentation and release notes linked below. Thanks for watching.